want this chance to show you that your garden karate is so much nonsense. And that's quite easy to do. I know Kung Fu.
Show me.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people of all ages, thank you again to H80 presents the Fistfights and Fried Rice podcast. First episode of season, episode 1, 2024. That's right, bitches. We're back. The self-proclaimed greatest podcast to ever grace your ears is back to fill your ear holes with that sweet, sweet vernacular that you had no idea that you were longing for. As always, no show is ever complete without some of the greatest collective of assholes ever to grace the planet. Up first, a man that needs no introduction, whether or not he's showing up late or not, he's always here. Whether he's late, he's always on time. Ladies and gentlemen, knocking at the knees, swinging 15 inches deep. That's limp and folded in half. Ladies and gentlemen, we proudly bring to you the Bastatch of the H8L, Lobo.
Was born ready to.
Goddamn right you were. And of course, the international man of mystery, true player for real, Mr. Steal Your Girl, the Frisky Dingo himself, riding dirty down under, bringing you the sweet, sweet vernacular of one of the greatest accents ever known to man. We proudly bring the Frisky Dingo, a.k.a. Dildo Swaggins.
The Dingo is here. And oh boy, is he feeling frisky.
Yes, sir. This is how I know it's going to be a good show. And of course, no episode of Fistfights and Fried Rice is ever complete without the Rain Man of martial arts, the connoisseur of all things, dare I say it, ladies and of all things walking and talking. We proudly bring to you the official black man of Dagestan, Justice Magnificent.
Back at it again, man.
Fuckers, it is good. We have got us a hell of a topic that is going to touch base on a lot of things and probably piss a lot of people off, but fuck it, I don't care. For those with the distinct listening pleasure, we are talking about the kick-related art known as Taekwondo. Now, we've talked about Taekwondo in the past. We've talked about it on other episodes. We've talked about it amongst ourselves in the gym, yada, yada, yada. This is going to be a different deep. We're not going into the history. We're not going into the belt systems, point systems, all that other shit. No, we're going to scratch on a surface that I feel a lot of individuals kind of dance around, but never really. But before we do that, we must address the elephant in the room. Far too long. Justice, would you be so kind as to let our listeners know what have we lately? Go ahead and break them off with that knowledge after the break.
I wanna tease him!
Floor is yours, sir.
Hey, man. Yes, sir, man. Listen, if you in Charlotte and you got a taste of Chinese food, a hidden gem off of Grand Street called Orient Express is the place to be. Literally, like, it just touches your soul, man. Like, it good Chinese food. It's always consistent, not cold. The people are friendly. It's just a place to be. And they even got options for people who don't eat meat like myself. Listen, every week. Listen, I don't eat on Saturday mornings. I'm just gonna be.
Oh yeah, you one of them vegans. That's right. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Them thick ass vegans.
Yeah. one of those vegans.
Yeah, if you find yourself on a Tondo and Graham, go check out Orient Express. Tell them the wonderful crew of Fist Fights and Fried Rice podcast sent you there. They won't know who the fuck we are, nor will you get any type of deals or discounts, but fuck it, tell them we sent you anyway.
Listen, and get those chicken wings.
They are good as hell.
Ooh.
Listen, I don't eat meat.
Yeah.
But every time I see those chicken wings cooked, they look the absolute same.
You really wouldn't just try one?
He's a moralist vegan, so of course he won't try one.
What is the
Moralist vegan.
Look, I am only quoting to you what another vegan has stated in regards to Justice Magnificent. Another vegan had said, and I quote, "Justice is a moralist vegan." I don't know what that means. I don't know what that entails, but that tells me that must be some deeply rooted dark arts kind of shit.
I'm not vegan for ethical reasons.
Now, I can't help but notice I see a name involved in our chat here that's sitting in silence.
You know who it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, our first guest star of 2024, our first guest host, guest appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, Fist Fights and Fried Rice proudly, and I mean proudly, would like to introduce Young Gotti, a.k.a. Big Shady.
Big Shady.
I don't even know how to
That's
pronounce
funny.
that fucking
Yo,
name.
what up?
What is that? How do you pronounce that shit?
Big Shady.
Galzero? How do you pronounce that shit? Did I say it right?
Galzero.
Galzero?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Young Gotti it is. Yeah, welcome to the show, Young Gotti. That I'm going to have a real fucking blast. We got Young Gotti in the house. We got Frisky Dingo in the house. Justice Magnificent in the house. Lobo in the house. Oh, nobody else show up. Fuck everybody else. I might just block him and kick him off. Anybody else try to show up, eat shit.
I really hope someone else shows up.
I know, right? Just so I can fucking block him and kick him off.
Hey guys, what's up? Block.
Block. Denied. Oh, so we are talking Taekwondo of sorts. You know, when I came up with the topic, I had all this insightful shit that I was going to say. And then I started doing my research, and all that insightful shit went right out the window. And the more I researched and the more I looked shit up, the more and more I stopped caring. And the more I stopped caring, the more I was able to channel that inner child of mine that used to give a shit about belts and trophies and spin kicks and twirly bird kicks and splits and flexibility. And I've come to this realization. I now understand why Taekwondo is the most practiced martial art in the world. I finally figured it out. When you're first introduced to martial arts, what's one of the first things you see? You see kicks, you see spin shit, you see fucking cartwheels, all that type of shit. And all that's associated with Taekwondo. And as a child, that reels you in. At least that did for me. And then I got my ass whooped.
Yeah.
And once I got my ass whooped, I realized this shit was not for me. Nothing gives you greater clarity than getting your ass whooped trying to attempt a 360-degree.
Yeah, I think that would do it.
Yeah, that's a thing. That's a thing.
Yeah, when I was young, and trying to do, just playing around doing stuff. I didn't take the art, but my uncles always told me, he was like, "Hey man, the last thing you need to do is to be up in the air off your feet, because it's not going to be fun when you hit the ground."
You see, I had a respect for Taekwondo when I was a kid because of one of the greatest martial arts walking the planet, or one of the greatest martial artists walking the planet. One Carlos Norris, a.k.a. Chuck fucking Norris. Chuck Norris taught me that it is okay to wear tight yeast infection causing jeans and sidekick a motherfucker in the face. Chuck Norris taught me that if you grow your beard out and kick a bitch in the dick, that's manly. Chuck Norris taught me that I could go to Texas, call myself a ranger, and spin kick Hispanics. And not only will I be loved, nurtured, praised as a god, but held high on the shoulders of my peers. That is what Chuck Norris has taught me. But then when I saw that Chuck Norris did a Korean martial art, I automatically assumed it must be Taekwondo. Later on, I learned it was not. Really wish I had did my research first.
It's not like you had the internet back then.
That is true. And then Lobo filled me in on some shit last year that blew my fucking mind. Good old Cobra Kai was based on, what was it, Tang Sudo?
Yep.
A Korean form of karate, almost like Taekwondo. That was a mind fuck for me. Because Cobra Kai never dies. But Taekwondo would get you killed, so I was really confused on that whole thing. I had no idea there were so many different offshoots and back alley styles of Taekwondo. I shouldn't have been surprised because it's the same way with karate. I just assumed it wouldn't be like that with Taekwondo. Holy shit, there's a fucking plethora of knockoff styles and different offshoots. And I'm not willing to go down the rabbit hole of any of those. So I'm just going to focus on the two most commonly known systems, or sanctions, whatever the fuck you want to call them. WTF, the World Taekwondo Federation, which is now apparently just called World Taekwondo. Alright, cool, I respect that. And ITF, International Taekwondo Federation. I know it was my job to look up what the fuck the difference was. I don't remember. So I'm gonna put the ball over in Justice's court because he knows this shit off the top of his head. So
I was about to say the same thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna pawn that off on you, Justice. You got this.
Wow. So yeah, just put it off on me.
I mean, yeah.
But ITF is closer to full contact versus World Taekwondo, which is point based, and we'll get into that a little bit later. It doesn't work in the ring, at least not by itself. You can't go say, "Well, I'm an ITF or a WTF Taekwondo champion," and jump in the kickboxing ring and think it's gonna work. It's not.
Okay,
For a number of reasons.
All right, so devil's advocate. What would you say to those who say, well, there's plenty of guys and girls in MMA right now that have a Taekwondo base or a Taekwondo background?
Name one.
Fucker. Okay, wasn't expecting that.
I'm gonna help you out. Yair Rodriguez. Right. But you know what Yair Rodriguez has? A ground game.
I mean,
he has a boxing coach.
I mean, he does, but I mean, when he's throwing those kicks, I mean, they're impressive.
Yeah, they are impressive. But which kicks are you talking about? Because those kicks to the leg are in Taekwondo kick. You can't kick to the leg in Taekwondo. So if you see anybody in MMA, kickboxing, kicking to the leg, you gotta throw your Taekwondo out. See anyone defend a kick, you know it's not Taekwondo because you don't never see a Taekwondo person defend the kick at all. I mean, I go down the list. Anderson Silva. There you go for your MMA people. Greatest middleweight of all time. When he throw those leg kicks, that's not Taekwondo. When he get Rich Franklin in the clinch, that's not Taekwondo. The only part of Taekwondo you ever saw from Anderson Silva, when he kicked Vitor Belfort in the mouth. See, Anthony Pettis is another one. So we know how he deal with pressure.
So, since we have him on the show, Young Gotti, let me ask you a question.
I have an answer, I think.
I'm sure you do. In your martial arts travel, what different martial arts have you dabbled in?
Hungar, Northern Shaolin, and obviously Muay Thai.
Have you ever wanted to try your hand at...
When I was young, maybe.
You mind if I ask how come not now?
I just don't see anything practical coming from them. Know that everything in martial arts has its place, but it just doesn't cotton well to me.
And I'm proud of you for that. Expecting some ignorant shit.
Thank you.
I was expecting some ignorant shit. The fucking geese won't fit me. It's fucking soft. Because I ain't no lady, that's why.
Now it sounds like clowns laughing at me. That's crazy.
It sounds like clowns laughing at you. I like that. So anyway, so Dingo, yeah, back to your shit country. as far as you can remember, is Taekwondo big in your shithole of a country?
Yeah, well, from the shithole country that I come from. We obviously grew up watching those movies, which made it big. But I also noticed everywhere you go, you always see the martial arts dojos, if you want to put it that way. It's either karate or taekwondo.
See, those
so
of
guess,
us,
growing up on those, it looks cool. That's why people get into it. But is it practical? No. I mean, it's also an Olympic sport. I think, is it still an Olympic sport?
yeah, it's still Olympic sport.
It is.
Yes. So I think that's another reason why people get into it. But if it's practical, no. It looks cool, and I respect the people that can do those kicks because those kicks look cool. But no, it's not practical.
I agree. I mean, I have to respect the athleticism that it takes to do the flippity-doos and the cartwheels and breaking the little pine boards and being able to hurl your body up into the air and spin 360 degrees 20 times. That all is very fucking impressive. I think it looks great. It translates great to film. I mean, you look at any really, you look at any action movie of like the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and hell, even the early 2000s. I mean, the kick punch style was all the fucking rage until the Jason Bourne, John Wick films came out and killed all that shit.
Yeah. Do you think, what's his name? Scott Atkins, does he do Taekwondo? Is he the last Taekwondo type actor, martial artist, if you want to put in that category?
I believe he is.
Yeah.
Fuck you both. That man is Yuri Boyka, the most complete fighter on the planet. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to.
Michael J. White?
Boo!
I think he's a karate guy.
Boo!
Is he a karate guy? Oh, he's a karate guy.
Boo! I have
honestly,
many
yeah,
issues
like,
towards Michael J. White.
Oh, you do.
Oh, do tell.
Oh,
That nigga sucks.
do tell.
He sucks.
Wow.
I'm gonna say it. He sucks. I don't give a fuck what steroid he's on. He sucks. Michael J. White could have been the next big thing. He had the look, he had the build, he had the athletic prowess, he had the athleticism. But have you ever heard this man recite lines?
Yeah, easy.
For fuck's sake. He has got to be the worst fucking actor to ever call that acting. A simple line could be, "Free the hostages now." He will read that line like, "Hey, free the hostages now."
When he was in the Dark Knight, and he played the Joker killed.
Dude,
Yeah, he was.
He was the most non-believable. He was the most non-believable mobster in that entire room.
Yeah, actually, it was.
The person I need to make a comeback is Wesley fucking Snipes. I need him to make a comeback.
Can he make a comeback now, though?
I don't care that he's 80 years old. Of course he can.
If the money's talking, he will.
He's Blade, damn it. I mean, even though his capoeira is slow as shit on film, I don't care. He's still Blade. I mean, dare I say
Yeah,
it?
go ahead and take that out right there.
His capoeira was laughable.
You're a bastard for that one.
What is this? What is... For those of you who can't see what this asshole has done, because I have stated that Michael J. White is hands down one of the worst actors to ever grace the silver screen, he has decided he is going to put in a movie clip of when Michael J. White piss poorly portrayed Mike Tyson on film. And I mean piss poorly portrayed Mike Tyson.
Man, I forgot about that movie.
We never need to talk about that movie ever.
Next week's
That
Mike
movie got
Tyson
like
episode.
What do you know?
It was an HBO movie. Why would he get an Oscar?
Yeah, why would he
for
get
it?
an Oscar for that?
I was making a joke.
I'd slap you.
Has he ever
I mean,
been
he
to the
got a
Oscars?
Razzie.
Now, I will give Michael J. White his credit. I enjoyed him in Undisputed 2.
It's a great movie.
I mean, it's not really because of him. It's because of Scott Adkins. But, I mean, he was enjoyable.
What was he doing?
I mean,
the majority of that movie is showing Scott Adkins.
Exactly. Scott Adkins did a great job carrying him and the rest of the film. And let's not forget,
That's how the spin-offs happen.
Michael J. White was Spawn.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, the dark days.
He can play a certain type of
And
character.
he played the part pretty well.
You should be slapped.
That whole movie was a fucking mistake, man. I don't care what anybody says.
For its time, you know what? Fuck it, I can't. The special effects don't hold up for shit. That shit looks like Doom 93.
Oh, damn, yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of not holding up well, Justice. It's almost time, sir. Not yet. I'm going to pass the ball to Lobo real quick. But it's almost time for you to give us your true feelings in regards to a certain combat league involving Taekwondo. But in the meantime, Lobo, let me ask you a question. I want an honest opinion. When it comes to Taekwondo, would you consider it as shit as legit or legitimately shit? And I mean all aspects. Sport aspect-wise, combat aspect-wise, self-defense-wise, health and fitness, all that shit.
So you want me to rate it as a whole?
Yes. See, I made that one difficult.
Yeah, shit.
Yes, you got to think about that one.
Well, let's see. There's certain people who can use Taekwondo techniques in other combat sports. It's a given.
Agreed.
Health and fitness. Yeah, because it helps you stretch out and keeps you limber. But by itself as a fighting style, it's legit but shit.
I will accept that answer. I think that's really the only way you really can rank it as. It's legit for those who can apply it and for those who can use it. But for the most part, it's also shit. Lobo, when it comes to the boxing and or hand techniques of Taekwondo, is shit legit or legitimately shit? Let us know after the break.
And if you study with my 8-week program, you will learn a system of self-defense that I developed over 2 seasons of fighting in the octagon. Now, for only $300 for my 8-week program.
Hey, what kind of belt do you have?
Canvas. You like? JC Penney 398. Okinawa belt me no need rope, hold up pants.
I didn't know for the longest time that Taekwondo had punches. There's my answer. But it's not even obvious that we do something. Like, what are we doing here?
Oh shit! That was good. That was okay.
Yeah.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, we have us a special guest that has now entered his way not only into the chat but back into our lives and back into our hearts. A man that needs no introduction, as cool as the other side of the pillow. He had me at hello, my hetero life mate, my brother from another mother, a one UTBABYA.
I'm back, bitches.
Oh,
Hey, Ty,
shit.
whatever happened to blocking and kicking off people, the next person who joined?
That's UTBABYA.
It's UTBABYA.
You shut your dirty hole.
How's it going, gentlemen?
Sir, I am absolutely thrilled to not only hear your voice, but to see your name in the chat. Man, I'm about to get UTBABYA tattooed on the back of my calf. This is amazing.
As you should. As you should.
Wow.
What? Where are we at in the conversation?
Oh,
Man.
we are discussing whether. Oh, I'm sorry. My apologies, Justice. Go ahead, sir.
Damn it. Damn. UTBABYA, you fucked up my whole bit.
Oh.
Damn.
Oh.
Well, what's
sorry.
up? How you been?
I'm good, man. I'm good. That's true.
This has been a great fucking show. Fuck yeah! Welcome back, motherfuckers.
Damn, what we bet, Tazz? I forgot what we bet.
Shit. What did we bet?
I forgot now. Damn.
Fuck. It'll come to me. It always does. Hey-ho.
Yeah.
So UTBABYA, you have always been our resident Taekwondo expert. Now, when it comes
Well, I
to
don't know
the...
if
Well, I mean,
experts.
out of all of us, you are more in-depth with it than the rest of us. When it comes to the hand techniques, boxing in particular, what are your thoughts?
Well, I don't know about this. You know, there's really nothing Taekwondo has for the sport of boxing. But when it comes to hand techniques outside of boxing, I think the back fist, the sort of like lead back fist, kind of, you know, fighting Irish jab, whatever you want to call it. That I always like that. Seems to be useful for me. But other than that, little sparse. That's the only one I really like have used, because I'm not going to step into a punch from like a horse stance like that. No, we're not doing that.
Oh, welcome back, sir.
I've never actually done any martial arts in my life. I don't know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. We're all new at this.
Yeah, I'm a ranking novice.
So
But hand technique, giving back fist, then
kind of sounds like we're all saying the same thing. It's basically legit shit. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Now, with that being said, Justice, the moment I have personally been waiting for. Ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who don't know or who have not been following combat sports because your life sucks, there is a relatively new organization that has decided to debut within the last handful of months, trying to copy the stand-up striking series inside of an MMA cage. It is a I don't even want to call it a knockoff or direct offshoot or even a copy of Karate Combat, because that would just be insulting karate and the word combat in itself. This new organization is a little gem that has dubbed themselves Kombat Taekwondo. And they have, I believe, just had their first inaugural event. And I'm not sure if any of you gentlemen have had the chance to peek at those, you can call them highlights, that were posted in the chat.
Can you call them highlights?
They were something. A lot of flailing.
I was really confused.
And I'm going to turn the floor over now to Justice, so Justice can astound us with his understanding of what he just saw.
I'm gonna be another rapper dead for popping off at the mouth with shit I shouldn't have said.
Alright, stop what you're doing, because I'm about to ruin the image and the style that you used to.
These motherfuckers are thinking I'm playing, thinking I'm saying this shit, you thinking it just to be saying it?
Justice, floor is yours, sir.
Oh, I had the fortunate privilege of watching this bullshit, thinking it was going to be something. And it wasn't. Combat Taekwondo. And again, as I stated, where is Taekwondo useful in? It's just Taekwondo fighting inside of the MMA cage. There are no leg kicks. Everything is, above the waist. You can knee, but again, you can't clinch. Most of the fighters' hands are dog shit. So it's like, what are we doing?
That's an understatement.
So when you compare it to Karate Combat, which Karate Combat, you can't throw the kicks to the thigh, but you can throw kicks to the calf. You can throw kicks to the body. You can now knee. You just to make gloves, and it's an overall better event. This Combat Taekwondo is just some bullshit. Not only that, but when they first put it out, that shit was $49 to order off of YouTube.
What?
I shouldn't be calling people out, but I'm just gonna say it. MAS Taekwondo. It might be miles. I don't know what the fuck it is. I think they out of Argentina. They had the nerve to price this shit at like $50 for a bunch of Taekwondo fighters that nobody has ever heard of outside of Taekwondo or anything else for that damn very reason. and think people are gonna buy this shit. Oh, we're not. And then when you look at the damn fights, like it's just pitter patter kicks. You know, you get a couple of side kicks every now and then, but the hands are trash. They running into each other just like in Taekwondo, Olympic Taekwondo. But where you know, okay, I missed my side kick, you missed your tornado kick, and now we damn our chests are bumping like we got titties. Like, come on, bro. Like, no. My old football coach used to call it titty bump. They just titty bumping after a while because there's no clinch. Like, what are we watching?
Titty bumping.
And
word of the day.
Titty bumping.
I want that on a t-shirt.
There are applications in other combat sports, but for it to be a combat sport and be looked at legitimately, like nah, it's nothing that they can do to make Taekwondo into like a legitimate combat sport. That shit's gonna fail. It's gonna fail miserably.
I agree. It was absolute dog shit from beginning to end. Every fight looked like shit. Every one of these world champions that they would bring out performed like shit. The production was shit. The show was shit. The commentator was shit. The host was shit. This entire event was dog shit.
Was shit.
Absolute dog shit. Combat Taekwondo makes Karate Combat look like goddamn 1FC.
Yeah. So when I first saw the name, like Combat Taekwondo, I was like, okay, that's a really bad. Like, you didn't even try with the name. And it also made me think of a better name. And I was like, what would be a better name? Oh, would Taekwombat do? And then that just made me think of like two wombats, like trying to like just like wrestle fuck each other. And then after I watched Combat Taekwondo, I realized I would rather see Taekwombat do.
I'm with you. I would too.
Yeah.
It was so bad. It was
like, Bobby, at least you came up with a creative name.
The fuck is a wombat?
Or tried to.
You know what a wombat is?
No.
Bro, you gonna say that in front of Frisky Dingo? How
the
dare
fuck
you?
is that?
How dare you?
You know what a
No, I'm over here scratching my head like, what the fuck is a wombat? Somebody post a picture of that shit in the chat.
Giant furry guinea pig, kind of like a
Pretty much.
smaller version of a capybara.
Guinea pig. A large guinea pig. I'll put up a photo.
Are they dangerous?
Yeah, I was thinking capybara, like a smaller version of a capybara.
The fuck is a capybara?
It's like a giant.
Man, I watched a lot of Nature Channel growing up, right?
Jesus Christ, what is that?
The capybara is the biggest rodent on record.
I'm telling you now, if I'm driving down the road and I see that shit, it is a fucking goner.
That's a wombat. They're cute, mate.
That's fucking cute. What that looks like hell unleashed on Earth. What is that? What the is that just a rat? This looks like some shit that would fucking knock your window out and just fucking kidnap your child in the middle of the night and run off with it. What the fuck is that?
Babadook, what?
Jesus Christ, you call that cute? God. And of course he posts a video of two white chicks holding a furry creature. Of course, because that'll make it sweet.
Is that the crocodile hunter dude's family?
It is. I was about to say something. The disrespect.
Wow.
Wow. Holy shit. I've never seen that shit before. Yep,
I'm glad I could introduce you to some charismatic fauna from down under.
Yeah, I appreciate that. I had no idea that they had creatures like this just walking around stealing children.
Yeah, yep. That's what they do down there, right?
It's always the ones you least expect.
You know,
crazy. I didn't know what a wombat was either.
Thank you.
Listen, wait until I was younger. The only thing I know about wombats was it was an animal, and there was a superhero on Captain N called Wombat Man.
Serious? I've never heard of that.
About Wombat.
Captain N, like Captain Nigga.
No, Captain. You remember the cartoon Captain N?
Captain N.
Oh no way,
the
Wombat
Game
Man.
Masters.
Oh, in the game, man. Oh, that stupid shit. They had Wombat heroes on that? Are you saying Batman or like Juan Batman?
Yeah.
You saying like Hispanic Batman?
One Batman.
Oh, Wombat. Okay, I thought you were saying like Juan Batman.
Not one.
I am Juan
Hispanic Batman.
Like, I'm Juan Batman. I save you? No. No, Gotham needs me? No.
Your Latino Batman sounds something like a Russian Batman.
You leave my Hispanic accent alone, no? In my hood, we drink vodka and say "essay." What the fuck is that? Dude, how high were you as a kid? I don't remember this fever dream at all.
It was like 3 episodes, man. Stop playing.
Dead ass. I do not remember that shit at all. I would remember a fat gopher dressed like Batman.
Wombat Man.
I gotta look this show up.
Dude, for real. I'm gonna get high and watch that shit. Speaking of getting high, I don't know if you gentlemen, if everyone had a chance to watch that cinematic masterpiece that was placed inside of the chat with the world's worst subtitles. Dingo, I have been patiently waiting to turn the floor over to you, sir, and have you synopsize our craptacular karate flick.
And now, our feature presentation.
Why don't you go ahead and synopsize this wonderful craptacular karate flick for us?
I'll set the scene. So it's I just got off getting my ass kicked at the gym. I get home, it's late at night. I put this. I knew it was going to be awful. I knew it was going to. I didn't even want to use the words garbage and rubbish and all that stuff because this was beyond that. I am left with more questions than answers about it. It's the start. So correct me if I'm wrong, because this movie was actually quite confusing. It started off with 3 dudes who wondering what crime they would charge for when they try to shank a police officer. And then you had 3 girls that basically ran through town beating up people, and somehow, and they stole the dude's money, but somehow they managed to end up in the police station, which we never saw. I didn't see, or maybe I was too drunk.
No, I didn't see it either.
No one fucking saw it.
The police station. No one saw how they ended up there. And then these 2 groups of people come together, and they can be saved and rescued by the martial arts of Taekwondo.
So far,
so far, so good. Okay.
Yeah, you're doing fucking great.
And then here's what confused me too. Was there some sort of like flashback in this movie to when the cop was a world champion or something, and he went up against a fighter from a Taekwondo dojo and beat him or lost? I didn't really know what was going on there. Did that happen?
That was part of a fever dream.
Yeah. Okay. So basically, this movie is a rip-off of the Karate Kid.
In a way.
No, this movie is off of Best of the Best.
Yeah, I was saying more like Best of the Best.
Yeah. Okay. There you go. That's a better one. Yeah. And the ending, it ended very sudden. One of the guys beat another dude, or was it a girl? I couldn't remember. And then they said, this is their redemption, or they redeemed. And then I passed out from being too drunk. So I would grade it a... Ooh, this is a tough one. F.
Unfortunately, we use a numeric system here in America. Yes. Our wonderful craptacular scale goes from 5 being the most cinematic masterpiece, kick to the balls, greatest film ever put on film, or all the way down to a 1, which was, as Deca would say, Hershey Squirt's doo-doo balls. Probably one of the worst things ever put on celluloid, and whoever and everyone involved should be not only crucified upside down, but lit on fire.
It's a 1, most definitely.
I'm surprised it got that high.
Justice!
Man, this shit gets a 0.
It just gets a 0 for you?
The translation was bad. And the damn cat, bring me my money, I'll hurt your face. Think about it for a second. I'll hit you in your face. Now I'll beat you. But I will hurt your face. That's the damn translation.
Oh, some of that was awful. What was another one? It was like, kept calling him like good boy.
Yeah, like
they could be a good boy.
What about the scene where those guys trash the Taekwondo dojo? The cop comes in and like, oh my god, we're sorry, please take us the students.
Were they wrestling on the ground? That was hilarious. I will say that was funny. They're wrestling on the ground.
just to keep up with the translations and try to, and the storyline is crazy.
Lobo, how would you rate this cinematic masterpiece?
Oh my god, this movie is so fucking... There's one good fight scene in this whole movie, I will give it that. And it's when they're at the temple and his rival comes and fights up. But there's like a 20-minute scene of them hanging out at a fair, eating. It cuts to them eating and somewhere else. What? What is this going on? The ending makes no sense. Apparently, giving your coach all the awards you won and triumphantly is the spirit of Taekwondo or something. This movie gets a -1.
Okay, all right. Our first negative of 2024. Young Gotti, did you get a chance to glance at this cinematic masterpiece?
I did not.
I respect your honesty, sir. It's murder. UTBABYA, you get a chance to check this shit out?
Oh, I got the chance.
Oh boy!
But this movie lost me at about 3 seconds in, when I couldn't determine if the opening was the exact same as the opening from The Octagon, because everything was so grainy and the voiceover sounded like a fever dream. So at that point, I put it on 2 times speed and watched it through. And I mean, I'm so glad I did, because there was no need really to watch that at any speed other than 2 times or greater, or really at all for any reason, for any person. It was horrible. Tazz, you've done it again. These are the worst movies that anyone can find. And you somehow find them every time.
I am undefeated in shit films, yes.
I give this film 5 coiled up, steaming piles of shit.
Yes. Welcome back, sir. Well, I guess it's my turn, huh? This movie is hands down one of the worst things ever made, ever produced, ever written, ever filmed, and ever distributed throughout the world for people to see. Oh, man. Normally I would have a backstory in regards to how someone may have rented this movie back when I worked at the video stores and so forth. Nope, this is not one of those tales. This one is a dark moment in the life of Tazz. I decided to sit there during class and scour YouTube looking for Taekwondo-related movies, and came across this one and skipped through during class, and I was like, man, this is absolute dog shit. This is perfect. This right here, this is the Karate Kid for black people. Point of the matter is, I wanted to share this joy as I have shared it with others. And I, too, will give this movie 5, and I mean 5, shit stains. There you go. Which equals and translates to about a -1. This movie sucks so bad, I don't even want to do a technique of the day, and I don't even want to do a memory lane off this shit. That's how bad this shit sucks.
Like, they didn't even show good techniques in this movie.
You know what's crazy?
Do tell,
Did you
sir.
see the ending fight? One of the ending fights.
Is that
was Skyrim.
The two with the Taekwondo gear? They're just twirling around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, you see when that guy did a front flip, kicked the guy 3 times in the chest, then flicked his left leg up and kicked the guy in the mouth. It landed on his feet, and I'm like, bro, like what?
Justice, you've never done that? Come
Man,
on, we've all done
listen.
that. We've all done at least a variation of that.
You right. I did do that one time. It was 2022. I did. You right.
That's right.
I did do that.
That's how I beat that. That's how I beat COVID.
You just spin kicked it in the face.
Right in the fucking mouth.
Yeah. Taekwondo.
3 times.
Taekwondo. But not give you skills that kill.
I think Taekwondo is a good introduction for children or unathletic fuggos into the world of martial arts. I believe it gives people a good and or decent foundation. Like we said earlier on, I think that if you can take certain techniques and utilize them in conjunction with something else, I believe it can be effective. I'm personally going to put Taekwondo in the same realm of that in like, I'll say the same realm of that of like Sistema. I'm sure there's something about that shit that works somewhere, somehow, in some kind of way, but I just think you need other shit to go along with it in order to make it effective. I think it's, like I said, I think it's a good introductory art. I think it's a good way to teach rambunctious children, I guess, discipline or some shit. I don't know. I'm running out of positive things to say about that piece of shit.
No, I think you hit the nail on it.
I'm gonna go ahead and pass the mic because I ran out of ideas.
I got one thing to say. I know we talked about Savat a while back on season 2.
We did.
Savat, how you call it? Savat tours, whatever you call them.
Savateurs.
I apologize. Savateurs, I apologize. So, Taekwondo, it's off there. Even though, you know, Savat is French, and we know they can come off as being soft. But this Taekwondo shit is it's off the shit, I don't think. It's nothing there at all. Like, I ain't trying to be funny or nothing, but there's no way you can tell me how you can just come in off a Taekwondo background and compete in any combat sport and think you're going to be successful with that alone as the foundation. You can get your ass. Period.
Yeah, agreed.
Yeah, I got to side with that one.
Agreed.
Yeah.
I like what Tazz said about, like, you know, I think it helps with, like, it does help with, like, distance management and, like, being able to dart in and out. Also, like, focusing on, like, flexibility. But, like, it's mainly for, like, kids. Like, if you get into it early, then, like, you can really kind of learn those things. But again, that's only going to be good for, like, a very small portion of any possible place that a fight takes place. So, like, you got to know some other shit.
Agreed. I mean, I think if you pull off a spinning fucking heel kick to someone who's unsuspecting, I think it's going to be successful. But fuck, dude, if you miss or if you fall down, it's a wrap.
Yeah, and there's no defense. I mean, you see Taekwondo, you don't see defense. You don't see them blocking kicks. You don't.
Which
see
is really
them.
weird.
It makes no sense. And again, in traditional Taekwondo, I'm sure there are some techniques. But if you got a whole damn sport in the Olympics, you know, world championships every year, and there's no technique at all in that you see like defensively. So what the hell are you supposed to do? It's crazy, man. Yeah, and people pay hundreds of dollars a month for this shit.
I think it's useful if you are going into fight choreography, whether it be like stage play fight choreography, film choreography. Taekwondo is a beautiful and fascinating art to look at on film. The jump kicks, the spin kicks, the fucking flexibility involved. You know, you mix fucking Taekwondo and parkour and shit together, you have a visually pleasing fight scene. Like we mentioned Scott Adkins earlier on with the Yuri Boyka shit. His way of mixing Taekwondo with MMA and Muay Thai, that shit looked brutal and it looked devastating. But we all know that's choreographed. That's meant to look that way. You try that shit in for real and jump in there and do a double corkscrew downward phoenix flying fucking foot kick, you're going to get fucking Brock Lesnar F5 straight to hell, and that's going to be the end of you. But from a choreography standpoint, it looks great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. And you learn Taekwondo if you want to be in movies. So if you try not to get your ass whooped, that's not it.
Just add something else in.
Yeah. Learn how to box. Learn how to wrestle.
Yeah. Yeah, it won't get you nowhere.
Or run and tell the teacher, because you're fucked.
Speaking of learn how to box, did you guys cover the fights yet?
We did not, sir.
Oh, excellent. Because, I don't know if you know this, but Ilya Taporia can box.
I enjoy his Connor antics.
I get it.
Connor antics.
I get it.
I get it.
Yeah,
I get it also.
I think I think he's doing the right thing. Go ahead and make a name for yourself. Go ahead and put yourself out there. The UFC needs a star. He has shown that he can back it up. So, you know what? I'm all for it. I don't know if I see him. I have to change my opinion because me and Justice were talking about this earlier on. I don't know if I see him being a long-term champion.
No, probably not. Because, you know, you're going to pick the guy from Spain or the guy from fucking Dagestan and the Caucasus. No, it's okay. It's all right. Just enjoy your tapas and, move on.
Yeah, I think he's good. Don't get me wrong.
I was impressed at how he
I think that city boxing, whatever that shit is out of New Zealand. It's New Zealand, right? Or Australian.
Volk's Australian.
Oh, he's Australian. But Eugene Behrman is still in his corner. But that whole city boxing dynamic, I think that shit, that mystique is going away. That whole, I can maneuver and strike everybody. Sean Strickland, what he did to Izzy.
That mystique's been cracked.
And I think Volk, he just, it's just time. Yeah, he had his time.
He had a good run.
He shouldn't have came back so far. Yeah, he shouldn't have came back so fast from that knockdown.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he needed at least another 6 months. At least. Because he got kicked into fucking next year.
What I do feel bad about for him is that he's at that awkward stage where it's like, okay, now that he's had these 2 losses back to back, it's just amazing to see and listen and watch on how fast people are just turning against him. Oh, was he ever really that good? Or, oh man,
Jesus.
He was never really, championship material. Yeah, actually he was.
Are MMA fans the absolute worst?
Oh, they're up there.
I think they are. I think in general, the casual MMA fan is the worst because they don't know enough to be respectful enough of the competitors. Case in point, exactly what you were saying. And they do that every single time. A champion who is starting to age for his weight class will take 2 losses in a row, and then all of a sudden, they were never shit anyway. Oh, really?
He was never that good. Okay.
Or does your Cheeto-eating ass have no fucking clue what you're talking about?
Well, actually, it's because I'm eating these Cheetos. That's how I know what the fuck we're talking about, bro.
Yeah, I have a lot of time to devote to looking things up on the internet while I eat the Cheeto dust off my fingers and masturbate vigorously.
And I watch this YouTube test this and this.
So, is it safe to say is Robert Whittaker back to true form, or do we need more fights to know for sure?
Yeah, hell no, he got his ass whooped.
You shut your fucking mouth.
He won the fight.
You shut your fucking mouth.
He won. He won the match. He lost the fight. He lost the fight. He got his ass whooped.
I can't believe what I'm hearing.
Robert Whittaker's back.
You know he got
Thank you, Dingo. Robert Whittaker is back.
Robert Whittaker's back.
He's fucking back.
Maybe in about 2 or 3 more fights we'll know.
He's back.
Dingo, I got bro.
He's back.
I know that's your countryman. You gotta go with that. That's the truth.
It's no bias.
He's
no
back.
Bias. Robert Whittaker's back.
I'm sure his face told the story.
Wow. He had the scars of a winner.
Justice hating on the sport.
No, what it is Justice, like the rest of these fanboys, got a little excited because Ricky Martin decided to show off those abs during that weigh-in, and they were just enamored at that weight cut. And they're like, oh, shit. Woo! Yeah, he gets my vote.
Got a little excited.
Exactly. Not realizing that, Robert Whittaker is back to true form. He's on the hunt for the title.
Ooh.
I mean, he'll never
get
the title again, but he's on the hunt for it.
I feel like that writing is on the wall, and it's not going to happen for him.
It's never going to happen for him.
Which, okay, maybe he beats, Strickland.
No, he doesn't. No. He
Strickland,
he gets jabbed all the way back to Australia.
Okay, all right.
I have to agree with him.
Just being honest.
So it would just be have to be like some weird fluke or random thing to just happen to make him get a title.
Yeah, everybody in that division has to get COVID. We talked about this before.
Pretty much.
What do you think should be Whittaker's next?
And then a debuting fighter.
Honestly, Dingo, not to be a dickhead when I say this, nobody in the top 10. In order for him to really make the best of this comeback trail that he's on, nobody in the top 10. As glad as I am that he beat Costa, and I'm making jokes about it, but
he doesn't deserve it.
But let's call it what it is. He was.
No, I'm with you on that.
He was gifted that decision. He's journeyman status at this point.
Izzy, as long as Izzy's in that division, he'll never be Izzy.
No. I'm convinced that the powers that be listen to our podcast, because I went back and I should have compiled the episodes so I could have named them off so people can go back and check them out for themselves. But we predicted a lot of shit. We predicted PFL buying Bellator and then having a champion versus champion card. We literally predicted it and fucking talked about it.
Oh shit, that's right.
Yeah.
Fuck, I forgot about that.
We fucking talked about it wasn't going to be a huge household name that, after Pereira takes Izzy's title, which happened, it was going to be someone that you didn't expect who was going to work their way up the fucking middleweight ladder to gain that title, and that was Sean Strickland. And we literally talked about that.
Mm-hmm.
The guy that no one gave a chance to took the fucking title. Now, we said he was going to lose it in his first title defense, and sure as shit, we predicted that too. We said Sean...
Is he getting a rematch?
We said Sean Strickland will go down in history as a UFC title holder, but he'll never defend that title and be a champion.
And that happened.
We talked about Kayla Harris will never, ever fight Cyborg. Even if PFL buys Bellator, she'll fucking jump ship to UFC. And sure as shit, She jump shipped.
I mean, I would too. Let's be real.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, why?
I don't. Because I don't want to fight a woman whose back is bigger than mine.
I mean, outside
of that, I'll take that $1 million. Because she's not going to get $1 million in UFC. She's not.
Yeah, there's that. There is that.
I bet she's not even getting. She might get 6 figures on that first.
Stop it! No, she won't. Stop it! Stop it! No,
she might get 6 figures. I'm talking about like the show up and win. It'll be 6 figures, but it won't.
Oh, you talking about both? Like okay.
Yeah, it'll be both. No. Oh, but Dana knows.
That's if she passes that drug test, and if she makes that weight.
What's the new?
That broad pisses creatine.
What's the new fake drug testing they got going on now? Who's the company?
I'm assuming it's like the Pride system. You pee in a cup and they'll do something with it.
Oh, it's a company called Imagination. Yeah. They're very legit.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I have no idea who took over after USADA.
It's got some
who?
It's like a ridiculous name.
Avada, yeah. What do we call it? Yeah, they do a lot for boxing, which that doesn't.
Jesus. Okay.
I thought it was like
you know.
No.
I got you. Say no more. Sample's gonna come up missing and shit.
Yeah.
Could be like a Sochi Olympics.
He was on steroids.
I don't know why her pee samples belong in the dark.
Why is this cup full of lasers?
Why is the fucking Juggernaut sitting in the waiting room?
Oh, that's Brock Lesnar.
Hey, speaking of Brock, you guys hear he got named in that fucking that Vince McMahon sexual lawsuit bullshit?
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Wait, was this the thing where the woman who knowingly and willingly did all the stuff?
Yes. But
decided to collect as much evidence as she could in the form of money and gifts, and then only after the money and gifts stopped.
So that's you're right. You're right and wrong. You're right and wrong in regards to that. She was promised $3 million. This motherfucker paid $2 million or $2.957 million or some shit like that. This motherfucker had $500,000 left to pay, or else it would have voided out her NDA. Instead of just paying the rest of the $500,000 that was owed to her, he opted not to pay it. So she had her lawyers reach out. Hey, if you don't make this final fucking payment, she can go public. Vince McMahon, goddammit, I do what the fuck I want to do, blah, 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 blah. He opted not to fucking pay. So since he didn't pay, she was like, fuck it. Okay, I'm about to get rich.
Pride goeth before the fall.
Facts. I think he thought that he was gonna. I think he thought that he was gonna be safe because of the whole TKO Endeavor thing. Honestly, I think in his old age, he just fucked up.
500 grand. Like if he didn't know, like I could see it being something like he forgets about or something like that. No one thinks. But if it was like intentional, not fuck her, like 500 grand to him
is nothing.
Is like a nickel to me.
Dude,
like,
have any of you read the text messages? Have any of you read the text messages? Bro, there's one, and it's so fucked up. But they leaked the shit. So apparently Vince McMahon would call her into his office and have her open up a briefcase. And this briefcase would be full of different shaped dicks, different shaped dildos named after wrestlers. So this dude would call her in the office. Come here, Rebecca. want you to grab that big
Was
black
Black
Bobby
Bobby
Lashley
just-
dick. Take that Bobby Lashley dick and fuck yourself with it, you dumb whore.
Oh my god.
He would literally make
my
her
God.
do this shit.
Right behind him.
Apparently, he
That's
had like
so-
a John Cena dildo, a Bobby Lashley dildo, a Brock Lesnar dildo.
No,
He had,
that is so.
that's fucking awesome.
I beg your pardon.
You know what would make this even better?
You can't see me,
Is if
bitch.
he wasn't crazy, but he was literally just keeping kayfabe the whole time.
That'd be amazing. Dude, that would go down as the greatest act of all time. So many people are named in this shit. Apparently, like, if you read these text messages, he would just text other people like, hey, what's going on, John Laurinaitis? Yeah, I'm going to send Rebecca down your way. Let's go blow her back out before the 3 o'clock meeting. What the fuck?
Yo, this girl is a freak.
And she's going to be paid for life. Oh, shit. Justice has come through once again, posting screenshots of the text messages. And boy, are they something.
Oh, justice. Justice.
I'm about to show you the real Frisky, Dingo.
Hey,
But
why
you know
is
what's
he-
hilarious, though? Again,
You know,
think about this. We fucking talked about this 2 years ago. How Vince McMahon was the fucking Teflon Don. And we were like, yeah, if it doesn't happen in our lifetime, it'll never happen. He'll never fall from grace. And we were joking about all the different fucking ways that he could fucking fall, that he can crumble. We talked about steroids, drug use, all that shit. And jokingly, we're like, yeah, watch it come down to some dumb bitch.
it always does.
Boom. Damn, we're good.
Are you guys looking through these? He writes like he's announcing.
Right?
He writes like he's a 78-year-old man because he writes walls of text and yet still has to abbreviate the word "you" with a capital U.
Yes.
He wants two other guys to join.
And the word "B." He can't be bothered to to type an E after the B, and he.
Oh my god, this is fucking amazing.
Yeah, this is written like a sports announcer.
Yeah.
I wonder how much meth and coke is in his system. He writes these. I bet he's just a fucking, just a pile of coke and handfuls of Viagra.
Taking drugs we don't have names for yet.
That Escobar porn stash he's rocking is not helping either.
Why not let others see the beautiful, voluptuous body and watch you shit? What the fucking hell?
Yes.
Then I'll find more friends and we'll tie you up so you're bro. This dude. I mean, he's so excited about this.
He really is, man. Like, this is Christmas morning for him.
It's almost like he's never had sex before.
I've heard all about this stuff on YouPorn. I'm gonna try it all.
I mean, this is
I just
actually
heard about this thing called gangbanging.
Have you heard of it? It was invented in 2015.
It's like an elimination chamber in your pants.
It's a death match in the bedroom.
It's a Royal Rumble.
Damn, that's a good one.
That was a good one.
Mm-hmm. It's a Royal Combo.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
All right, we'll have to edit that out.
This was good. Gentlemen, this was long overdue. I am happy as shit that we got to not only get back on the podcast, record a new episode, shoot the shit, talk some shit, talk about topics, but most importantly, I've missed this. I've missed this camaraderie. I've missed the laughs. I've missed the joking. That's about as soft and sensitive as I'm going to get on that note. Gentlemen, that was all I had for us for this evening. Great fucking show. I'm going to put the topic in the chat for the next episode. Looks like we're back, motherfuckers. Let's get the fuck out of here. Excellent show, bitches. Like, share, and subscribe for all the latest episodes, news, and updates. Follow us on Facebook. And Instagram at fistfights.friedricepodcast or at h8l.muay thai. On Twitter, follow us at h8l_fight talk.